Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to Apple's Art Studio. I'm Apples and I've been a multimedia artist for years, but now I really love polymer clay. Today's tutorial is about polymer clay and it's exclusively made for Tiny Pandora design team, which I'm a member of, and it's developed by Teresa Salgado. So come on, let's go have fun, where the magic happens. Hi, I just want to show you today some things that I have done with canes and what you can do with them after you finish them. This video is a little bit backwards. All these items are already baked. So I guess our video's over, right? No, I'm kidding. With Teresa Salgado doing this complete caning course, I decided to show you what to do with the canes after you make them and what I use to put them on. So let me go through some of the ones that I've already finished. All of these are baked. I don't believe any of these have any type of glaze on them yet. Some of these just came out of the oven a while ago. So let's get started. Let me move a couple of things out of the way. This is a little dish that I made, and this was a crazy cane I made, and I liked it quite well, as you can see. I put it on a bowl, and I was in hopes that I could get it off the bowl, so I didn't put a bottom on it. But it looks like it's not going to come off the bowl as easy as I thought it would. So I'm going to leave it on the bowl and put a bottom on it. I have some of the scrap clay I used in the canes, and I'm just going to roll it together to make a marbleized look and put on the bottom. But I'm going to leave this one on the bowl. Obviously this is the same cane, and this is just a little plate dish that I found at the Dollar Tree. So this was $1. You do not need to put in a translucent liquid clay if you're going to pop things off of the glass, and if they're covering the glass completely. So you just put this on there, put your clay on there and your canes, and then you just pop it off, and I'll show you that in a minute. This was another little jar I did with the same cane. This jar is actually a spice jar. I think it had garlic powder in it. Make sure you wash it thoroughly through the dishwasher and stuff to get the garlic powder smell out of it. And this is Ivy Niles' little marijuana leaf cane on top. Thought that was a cute thing. And I'll probably put deep shine on these. Let's get these out of the way. Here's another little plate. This is a soap dish I found at the Dollar Tree. It scoops up, it makes a real pretty dish. I don't have any right offhand that I can show you, but I do have this little soap dish. It again came from the Dollar Tree. And this followed one of Teresa's recent canes. Here's the cane actually. Only I use translucent in it a lot, and I'll show you why in a minute. And to get it off of here, all you have to do, I take an X-Acto knife and just go through and run it around the edge, and it pops right off. This did not have any liquid clay underneath it. There you go. That's how simple it is And there's the back. It's shiny, of course, because it was on a glass or a metal surface. So it's real shiny on the back, but I probably will put something else on the top. Let's look here just 1 second. See, this is the shape of the cane. The cane point are these blue places right here in the center. This looks like it's darker blue because it picked up the blue background through the translucent. You can see the translucent in this cane. And I'll show you where else I used it to show you the difference. This is the same cane. This is on a candle votive. I just put it out there in a kaleidoscope way. Then I put a little dot of this. This was translucent and white gold glitter clay, I think it's called, mixed together with a little rhinestone in it. But look at what this looks like with the light in there. Now this one, when you add the light to the little plate, you can see the lighter translucent sections in there, but it doesn't show up like the translucent in this cane does. So when you're burning a candle in there, this is the effect that you're going to get. I think that's cool. One thing I did want to show you, you know, when we're doing things like this, we need to get them all even. And I couldn't figure out how I was going to do that. I got my ruler out and I measured. And I thought, okay, how am I going to mark it to where I know where to put my clay and start my cane? And I tried to mark Sharpie, and that didn't work so well. But let me show you what did. I finally decided that a piece of Scotch tape, the width of it, I don't know if you can see the width of that tape, was about how far down I needed this. So I went through and took a piece of tape the size of the side of my candle votive, and I put one edge at the top and then line my clay up with the bottom edge. Now it gets easier if you use the same piece of tape on each side because it gets dirty and it's easier to see. And then when you're done putting your canes on, you just peel it off. And that way I was able to get all four sides even all the way around. Hope that little tip helps. Also, I have another little seashell dish, and I just silk screened some clay, then put it in the dish, and then put some of Ivy's little tiny, the mermaid and a seahorse and an octopus and a little, looks like a little nautical sign and a little crab on here. This was more of an experiment to see if the dry silk screen would stay in place without smearing or distorting while I was putting it in this clay, in this dish with all the grooves in it. And it did really well. I was surprised. And this is shiny on the back as well. These are some older things that I did not too long ago. This is just a little jar. Knowing me, it came from the Dollar Tree. That's my favorite little store. And this was the reduced cane. It's the same cane. This is when it was reduced down really small. Then that's when it was larger. Here's another little dish, and I didn't reduce this cane, and I just put it on there. Here's another one. And this is just to show you, these 3 bowls actually come in a set from the Dollar Tree. And I was just playing around with canes and stuff on these to see how they did on the little bowls. And I will leave them on the little bowls. I'm not going to remove that. This is another type of candle votive. And here's my little dragonfly. Now I did this. I did the body, which was cobalt blue. No, it wasn't. It was ultramarine blue. And I had mixed a little tiny bit of the white gold glitter clay that I had. Then I went, this is Christy Friesen's mold. I cut up my molds if they're in pieces like that. I find it's easier for me to use them. And I just used the body of this stamp, of this texture sheet actually, and cut it out and laid it on there. I did put translucent liquid clay underneath there. Let me get out this. I did put translucent liquid clay underneath here to hold these on while baking. I'm going to leave them on and they'll stay on. These are Ivy Niles wing translucent canes. So when you light them up with a candle, the wings will be translucent. The body will not. It's not translucent at all. But the wings are translucent. And then I went over the body with Christy Friesen's mica powders called Reflections. Let me open this for you. This is real pretty. I like this one. This is a sparkly, glittery type mica powder. You can see the glitter in there, and the finer things are your mica powders. So I just put a little bit of that on there to accent the body of the dragonfly. Then I took my blue and I cut out the largest ball shape with my etch and sketch tool. Not etch and sketch, I'm sorry. Etch and Pearl. This is a Sculpey tool. They come in 3 different sizes, and that's how you get the uniform bumps. That's how you get the uniform bumps like this. This was using the Etch and Pearl tool. Put those on there with a little bit of the translucent liquid clay to hold them on, and then I put a clear rhinestone in there. Always put your signature stamp, but I thought those turned out pretty. This is the largest thing I did. This was from another cane that Teresa Salgado just did, only I did this in translucent. I put it all over the jar, so I did not need to put translucent liquid clay on there. And I put it on the lid. I don't need to translucent clay on there either. It will hold. The lid is all metal. And mind you, these haven't been cleaned up. This just came out of the oven, but I want to show you what this looks like with the light underneath it. Look at the difference and what the light makes in the translucent. Now, this not being a candle holder, I think I'm going to see if I can find a little set of the battery operated fairy lights and put in here before I sell it. So today's little video is on what you can do with the canes that you make. And the Dollar Tree is probably one of the best places you can go and get glassware to put things on. And I'll just show you this one. This also came from the Dollar Tree, so watch what you're getting. Cheryl actually got these for me, and it had a little crack here. And I just wanted to try out the butterfly with the crackle glass. So I thought it looked really cool, so I think I'm going to go back and see if I can find some more of the crackle glass and do some other things on the candle holders that are crackled. I like that look. But I really like this dragonfly. Here it is with the light behind it and the translucent wings. So this now ends today's video and tutorial. I hope you enjoyed looking at the different things and giving you some ideas of what you can put them on. Go do a lot of cooking and empty up your glass spice jars. And it doesn't cost a lot of money to make pretty little things. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to try to do some more of the caning that make the canes that Teresa's making, and show you how to attach them to wooden items and paper mache items, which is a little bit different but still quite easy. So I hope you all enjoyed this today, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Blessings. Apples.